Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the bantamweight bout between Chris Gutierrez versus Alatengheli. And how I feel about this one right here is I'm going low confidence on Chris Gutierrez to beat Alatengheli. My main concern here is that Chris Gutierrez sometimes can be susceptible to getting wrestled. And I'm not saying like Alatengheli is the greatest wrestler, but at points, I think early on when you were watching him, or at least watching him come to UFC, he actually was more of a wrestler or was using wrestling much more. And who knows if he wants to, I know, we'll bring the singlet back out for this training camp because you know that Chris Gutierrez can be susceptible to getting wrestled and that be his path to victory, especially if fights a close fight and he goes out there and gets like 2 or 3 takedowns or maybe 2 takedowns and get like 3, 4 minutes of control time somehow in there and edges out a close fight. And Gutierrez can be susceptible to, kind of going with the flow of a fight, even though he might be the better fighter. I'm trying to remember the fight. I'm not going to remember the fight, but it was definitely one fight where he could have probably finished the guy, but he was just playing too much, and it been a split decision, even though it was a clear 3-round win for him. But you never know with the judges. And if you're gonna have holes like in the wrestling department, or you're gonna have holes like you just take time off in the fight just because you can, and allow the fight to go to the decision, and it might be closer than he thinks it is, that's why the confidence is gonna be low. Like you end up possibly losing some questionable wrestling decision, or you could lose a fight because you didn't put out the output that you knew that you could have put out, or put the effort in that you knew you could put in for whatever reason. So gonna be low confidence here, but I do think Chris Gutierrez is the better fighter. I think he's the better striker. I think he has for a higher level competition, beating higher level competition, and I think this is a bounce back fight for him. I think he'll bounce back. I'm gonna say decision victory here. Alatengheli, for the most part, has a pretty decent chin. For most of the part, his chin has held up pretty well in fights. Pretty solid fighter, well-rounded. But I do think Chris Gutierrez is better. Just got to really address the wrestling. I think on the feet, he's faster, sharper, more technical on the feet. And, he can mix up the levels very well, tack the legs very well, body very well, and then, mix up the levels very well. So he should win this one, and I'm going to say by decision. So in this one, I got Chris Gutierrez via decision.